Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome back to Tom's Great Greek Adventure, where I go through Aeon Trespass Odyssey on a weekly basis, spoiling stuff right and left, and seeing if I survive. I need to add that aspect in. So this is the second time as I went through. Last time we beat the Hecaton pretty badly, and then immediately we were getting to go on a rest and relaxation adventure. So we went on this adventure, and it turns out that Leo has a secret admirer. But the secret admirer, we didn't do very good. We failed our tests here and stuff, so I don't really know. The secret admirer is for the old priest, or is the old priest? So the old priest is a character in this game who is kind of like, he is the narrator, I suppose, in many ways. If we want to know something, we go to the old priest. We call him the OP for short. And he's like on the boat like, he's so arrogant. He's so annoying. But he's also kind of tells you what's going on. He's the one who woke us up from our sleep and everything. Anyway, nothing happened there. So much for rest and relaxation, but at least it wasn't bad. We started then, we got some new texts, strange symbols, and crisis protocol, and anti-indoctrination philosophy. Good stuff all around. We're starting to explore. After our battle and beating the Hecaton, we are cautiously optimistic, although again, that pursuer is chasing us, which is crazy. I mean, I feel like they're going to catch us. And there's this card that gets added to the deck where they move twice, which almost puts them within striking distance. And they were really on our tail at a point, and I was not really thrilled about that card. But then we ran into something where everybody had dreams. And folks, unbelievably, so I rolled, you have to roll like a test. And so in this game, you roll a test and you add your stats to it. And I've kind of upgraded everyone's stats to some degree. And I rolled 3 for the test. I rolled 3 criticals out of 4, which was so annoying. I was like, why couldn't this happen in a battle? 3 10s in a row. And then the fourth person, Odyssey 0, he failed. And so now he's honor blind, which is like a temporary thing, which is negative. He can't attack the creature from the back, but hopefully he'll come around on that. So, man. Well, then, you know, we ran into this shape of things to come, and then suddenly we have to fight the Hecaton again. All right, no problem. We beat him twice already. He stopped me. He stomped me. I'm not actually going in great detail about these battles, but I mean, he just ran over one person, punched the other one, stomped on the third person. One person had they were just impaled and died. I just wasn't expecting that. And that happened pretty quickly, and he ran over and knocked people down. So one of the most annoying things about the Hecaton for me is knocking people down. I want to buy these spring harnesses, which let us stand back up, but we need some extra equipment to get them. But man, it's getting really, really annoying. But he killed 4 of my Titans, and now I'm a little worried because, you know, if you lose all the Titans, you lose the game. So I don't like that. So after that loss, we sailed on very somberly, and we ran into the cult again of the Labyrinthians. This cult. Oh, my word. So here they are, and so we just like, hey, let's all pretend to be part of the cult. So we're all pretending to be part of the cult. We go with them, and they all jump off a cliff like lemmings, except for the leader. And as we're in this cult, we meet this, and this is kind of where the game gets you. So I met this very nice woman named Tessa. She's very friendly, but she's part of this cult. As we get to the top, we see the leader. We're trying to grab the leader. He grabs Tessa and sticks a knife to her throat. So then the game gives me this decision. Do I try to rescue her, or do I, you know, because the guy's like, drop your weapons. Do we drop our weapons, or do we go for him? Well, I never understood, you know, you don't want to drop your weapons, because if you drop your weapons, then they might kill the hostages anyway and still get you. I don't know. So we went for it, and he slit her throat. Really annoyed about this. It's a stupid NPC. Why should I care? But, so we got him, though, and we didn't really do much. I mean, it just gave us some more information. But, the Labyrinthian cult is not my friend. Then I got Titan raring, which is great, because now I can have 15 Titans, which is not so great, because I think I had 6. But what do you do? Another rest and relaxation thing happened, and it was amusingly restful and relaxing, because all night long, my characters couldn't sleep because someone was crying and whining because the old priest got a kidney stone. And I know I shouldn't wish ill upon anyone, but he got it. And I don't know. I guess I was just an adventure for fun of it, but I was amused by that. But then I was really annoyed about what happened here. So we're going and we're following the story, and it's following this labyrinthian cult. So, we've run into them multiple times. We started off by fighting those teenagers, then we see them all jump off a cliff, and we're trying to figure out this cult and come to the end of this thing. So we have to do this, and one of the things is, hey, we need to go find the city of the bull. And so there's this main thing that you're doing, and I was feeling good. Hey, we got this. Let's find this. And the Hecaton ambushes us. Good grief. So this is another thing that I'm not a big fan of in this game. I like the fights, but I also like the fact that the fights are spaced out, 6 or 7 turns apart. Having one happen 3 turns in, especially since I hadn't bought all my new weapons and everything, I was like, oh no, it's the Hecaton. He just mushed us. Well, we beat him. So we beat him back. I'm starting to think the fights are a little more lucky than I think. And I know that some people in the comments are going to be like, no, you need strategy, you need to do this and that. I guess I'm going to learn more as time goes by. The rules keep talking about God powers. I haven't run across any of that stuff. Our weapons that we get are a little bit better, and mostly we just run up and punch the guy. And you might think it's a bad strategy, but in Hecaton, it feels like you do want to run up and hit him because he keeps punching you back. So you want to get as close to him as possible so he doesn't punch you into walls, or, you have to get up close to him. Also, we don't have any ranged weapon. Well, we have one. I got one guy's a lance. I'm debating whether I should buy the crossbolts or not, but that shield blade, though, is pretty good. Did I mention that? I love that shield blade. So, anywho, so we beat him, so that's great. So the Hecaton has now been beaten. Now we start a new thing, absent rule going on, and we're fighting the labyrinthian people. All right, so this is, I'm going in. Well, again, things are good. And then I was like mind blown at what happened. So here I am fighting a Hecaton. I could fight the, there's like a bull. I forget the name of that thing. I'll probably fight him next turn. He's the other thing I can fight, but I've chosen to wait on that. And there's the pursuer chasing me. There's not a lot of bad guys in each one, but there is one main big bad boss. In this scenario, it's called Temenos. And so we follow the labyrinthian people, and we go around, and this thing shows up. It's the final boss of this cycle. I'm not even 1/3 into the cycle. This thing shows up, and we have to fight it. I was not prepared. This thing is gigantic. This thing is really hard. It's in a labyrinth. So how do you escape the labyrinth in this way? In this scenario, if we did 3 wounds to the thing, we could escape. You could do more wounds to get more stuff, and no. We barely did 3 wounds. He killed 2 titans. We barely did 3 wounds to him, and then we got out of dodge. So I guess we're going to have to fight this thing at the end, but I am not thrilled because that was really hard. And I don't know if you've been keeping track of my Titan numbers, but they seem to be going down tremendously. So we get to the end of this story, though, and I was excited about that. So we're getting to the end of the story. That there's like different chapters and different stories here. And so we have this one story we're going through with this labyrinthian cult, and they capture us. All right, so they capture us, they bring us in, and they interrogate us, and we have to kind of talk our way out. And we did. We did talk our way out. We took some negative stuff, and there's a lot of little negative things I'm talking about that, keep track of this and that and this for the next battle. But what got me really excited is I got a Maze Runner Titan. I cannot emphasize how excited I am about this because having a different Titan just seems really cool. And the Maze Runner Titan will help me out against that giant Tauros bull thing that we're going to have to fight hopefully in the next time. I'm going to choose to fight that thing next time we get into a battle, which is not too far away. I also got some new technology, Centimane's glyphs. I'm learning more about those weird glyphs numbers. Okay, I'm going to crack this code. I now know 0 and 1. Woo-hoo-hoo. But, so one thing, and maybe somebody who's played this game can tell me in the contest, now that I got this Maze Runner Titan, can I get more of them? Because the rules say whenever you find a Titan, you always find one of those generic Titans. So again, I'm kind of like bummed out. I have this Maze Runner Titan, and I have Bob. I did use Bob, by the way, against the Temenos. He was not one of the 2 Titans that died, thankfully, but I wasn't fooling around anymore. I needed to escape and fight him. But I want more Titans. I think this Maze Runner Titan is... I got some technology to build really cool weapons, but they need so much equipment. I was surprised. Like the first couple items and weapons we had, you need like 5 of this and 2 of this and 6 of this and 3 of this. These new ones need 20 and 10. I was like, holy moly. they need a ton of stuff. But I am going to have to upgrade to better weapons. There's no way around it. So this is kind of where I ended up here at the end of day 2. I was not expecting to fight the final boss. That was a huge surprise to me that guy showed up. And it was an even bigger surprise that we survived that. I fully expected to lose there. As it is, I finished one cycle story of this first cycle. I'm really doing well with the Minoan princess who's with us, our guide. I think I'm at 5 check marks with her. There's 2 big boards, positive and negative. And then there's also the board where you learn about your ship. And so that's kind of a tough decision the game makes you make. You get these positive marks, and you can put them on the main mission, or you can explore the ship more. And so exploring the ship more is what got me the Centimane's glyphs. You know, that's helpful. But I think at the same time, I probably need to do the main mission. And then the negative thing, the doom that's happening, there's a lot going on. So this story for me is okay so far. Again, I like to complain that I like the fights that are 6 turns apart. And in this particular scenario, I had to fight 2 extra things. And this is with the pursuer still chasing me. Now, I am super lucky the pursuer did not catch me. I really expect that to happen. But I went around an island at the top of the board, so he was forced to follow me. He couldn't cut through and get me. Although, I fully expect to fight that thing, and I fully expect to lose to that one also. So, I don't know. I need to get better stuff. I have a little bit of armor. I have a few weapons. Everyone has a weapon. No one's really using their fists at this point in time. I have that new Maze Runner Titan, which looks great, but I'm really concerned about, it dying in the next mission. But I guess I shouldn't care. We'll just go on and battle our way through. So a new story next time. I hope to never see that Temenos thing again, but I'm sure that I will. So that's where we are in my adventure. I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks so much. I think this is a really gigantically huge game. I'm going to stick with it another time, at least another session. We'll see what happens. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.